Hello guys, this is Frank from the BI forums, and in this ArmA 3 video, we're going to be going over how to set the face of a unit globally in our ArmA 3 mission, which means that not only players in our single player mission will be able to see this guy's face change, but if we're making a mission that is meant for a multiplayer environment, such as a client-hosted mission or a dedicated hosted mission, everyone will be able to see that this guy's face is changed. The setFace command is a local command, so it will not work like the way you would expect on a dedicated server. So I have a workaround that I will use for my Pakistan Insurgency mission right now, and it works just fine, and we're going to be demonstrating it similar to how I use it. We're going to randomize the face of this guy to a random CSAT face, and it will also change his whole skin color and everything. So if we're making like a Middle Eastern themed map or insurgency mission, this is actually a pretty useful command. So anyway, for this demonstration, we're going to be calling the function to randomize this guy's face right here. So in the mission, I named this guy Bob. This guy's name, when I placed him in the editor, I named him Bob. So Bob will be calling the function. In brackets, we have our unit that's calling the function, then we're going to call it, and the function name that randomizes the guy's face that we're going to be writing. If you are using this for a script, you want to set a face of a unit that is spawning units via a script. Sometimes they're referenced as _unit. That's a very common way to do it, but we're not going to be doing that. This guy's name is Bob in the mission, so _unit would not work. Anyway, RandomizeFace, like I said, is the name of the function, which we will be writing today in the init.sqf. Note that the randomizeFace function does not have to be written in the init.sqf, it could be in a separate script file. But for simplicity's sake, I'm going to just do it in the init.sqf. Anyway, let's start talking about this function and how it works. So this is the function name, randomizeFace. This is what we're calling. And as you can see with this little squiggly bracket thingy, when we click on it, this is the function. The contents of this function are within here, right here. So let me explain the segments of this function. So _Bob is a variable that we're going to be using for the remoteExec command. And this select 0 is what _Bob will be set to. This select 0 is basically this right here. Whoever calls the function basically is this select 0. And in this case, it's going to be Bob. Bob is calling the randomizeFace function. And so there you go. Next, we have a subfunction in our function, which is actually what chooses the random face. So here we have fList equals, and then after this is how we select the face. So we're going to be using the selectRandom command, and it will select randomly one of these array elements right here, one of the CSAT faces. These are the only class names that I could find for CSAT unit faces. And as you can see inside the brackets, these are the array elements, and it will choose either this face, or this face. Next, this is the remoteExec, and I'll explain this a little bit because it is a kind of a new command, and so I will explain how it works. So first, we have the target of the remoteExec command. This is basically who will be affected by this for the most part. So, by the way, this doesn't have to just be setFace. You can also use like hideObject global or whatever command, you know. Maybe whatever command that may not work in a multiplayer environment, like a local command, can be applied right here, and it will work globally if you do it right. So basically, we're going to set the face of Bob to whatever this function is. It's going to execute this function on our target, which is _Bob. And as you can see, we've already explained that fList is the subfunction that selects the random face. And obviously, we have remoteExec. RemoteExec is what will execute this command right here globally for the most part, with these arguments or statements, whatever. Forget the difference, but it will basically execute this stuff globally, or at least whatever you have defined here. This basically means globally. If you have this set to 0, that means all computers will be affected, including the server. So that's all you really need to know. And this part makes sure that it is join in progress compatible. If you set this to true, that means that join in progress will be affected by this. So if you set the face of a unit globally using the remoteExec command, that means players who connect afterwards, after the face was set, can also see that his face was set to whatever it was set to. So yeah, if you set this to false, that means that join in progress people will not see this at all. They will have, this guy will still be a white civilian or whatever. So there you go. That's basically showing you that this is the function. That's really all you need to know. The comments here might help you out, understand what's going on. But also, this is the old way, or not the old way, but the local way of setting a face. So if you're trying to make a single player mission, then maybe you just want to set the face of a guy to something specific, you would just use this. However, this will not work as intended on a dedicated server. In other words, not everyone will see that the guy's face is set to this. Only maybe whoever the command was executed on locally. So yeah, there you go. This is kind of obsolete in a sense for multiplayer missions. So here you go. This is our Caucasian civilian. We're going to randomize the face like this. Local exec. Boom. Now he has a random CSAT face. And just to demonstrate again, select a random face. And one more time. There you go. So hopefully this video was helpful on showing you guys not only how to change the face of a unit globally for a multiplayer mission, but also how to randomize a face of a unit. And I'm sure this has given you a good idea on how to do that if you did not know how to do it in the past. So anyway, if this video was helpful, you could like it. If you did not like it, then you can dislike it, I guess. Anyway, hopefully this video was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next video.